that our president, John Mahama, is a president for the future. When democratic institutions and behavior will be like what you will find in some of the advanced countries like Switzerland, like Norway, etc. Do you understand what they're trying to say? Well, if you can't, I can see it. His nature, his style is such that he could easily be a president in some of those countries. And I believe, and what the person is trying to say, is that some things are wrong in this country that may be better someday, when the person was saying he thinks he will be the appropriate president. That's what the person was trying to say. In other words, is there something about the style of the president which is inappropriate, or which appears to be inappropriate for Africa? Is there something about the gentle style of the president which is inappropriate for an opportunistic society like ours? Mutiasi. In other words, when he's also talking about corruption and asking for assistance, he's told the Council of State people, don't keep anything from me, tell me. I ask myself if the Council of State members are even aware of the reality, and will they tell it to him? He wants to know, he wants to correct it. I know this man. Both the good and the bad hang around him. He's unable to kick the bad ones away. And I guess it's because he doesn't know about some of them and their nature. No. African politics, you can't do it like that. Our president, this president sometimes joins his car personally to go and see his dentist. I know it. He doesn't know I know it. Today I'm saying it. He drives himself. Now he won't do it again since I've made it known. And I think it's important that we do something about this issue of greed and this issue of opportunistic tendencies. My people, my brothers, I love this country intensely, you know. And I love the people of this country intensely. But I want to respect my people a little more. Loving my people is not enough. I want to be able to respect my people a little more. I'm not finished. And now you listen to me. What happened in this country on August of 29th? About 2 months ago, right? August 29th. I was going to the US. I had to cancel it and come back to Ghana because a ruling was going to be made. You listen. The great news of the 29th of August, after 8 months of that grueling trial, was the judgment in favor of the respondents. Great. But the greater news, the greater news, in my opinion, was how President Mahama and his supporters, and Nana Akufo-Addo and his supporters comported themselves during the proceedings and after the ruling. We must respect both sides for such statesmanly conduct. I said the great news was the ruling. The greater one was how the two conducted themselves. Do you want to know the greatest news? The greatest news? Yeah, there was something greater than those two. The greatest news, fellow countrymen, was the manner in which the presiding judge, Justice William Atumba, conducted the entire proceedings, most especially when he asserted the authority of the judiciary over offensive characters who have always thought that they could run roughshod over this country. People who have shown nothing but absolute disrespect and persistently keep insulting the intelligence and wisdom of the people of this country. He reined them in. Listen, Justice Atukuba laid before this country the integrity of sacred values and the integrity of his own personal lifestyle. When somebody was suggesting, on account of this work you're doing, shouldn't you be riding a car with bodyguards? And he said, what for? I've been walking all these years. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man I wish to celebrate today with. I want the country to hear me. This is the man I want to celebrate today with. There is no doubt that there are many judges of similar character who deserve our respect. There are also judges of questionable integrity. If the judiciary does not utilize the current political climate in our nation's history to continue to free itself of the political controls that have existed in the past, a fine opportunity would have been lost.